Hello viewers, we're going to try one more time and see if I can get this working. Otherwise...
Please welcome the head of Xbox, Phil Spencer.
Thank you.
Okay, let's try this.
And love. So whether you're one of the Microsoft Theater, this right now is the single most creative and energizing time in gaming history. Games and gamers together now have the sheer magnitude to be a significant unifying force for the world. The expanding universe of gaming has opened a new era of creative possibility, with more games, more creators, and more industry players than ever before. And gamers were everywhere. In under 2 decades, the number of players in the world has more than tripled. Over 2 billion of us now play games in every region and on every continent. And with new technological leaps, we get to play whatever we want, with whomever we want, and wherever we want. On Team Xbox, every decision is guided by our belief that gaming is for everyone. My team and I are single-minded in our resolve to bring everyone the games they want, to connect everyone to play with the friends they want, and to empower everyone to play wherever they want. This is why we keep innovating hardware and services. It's why we're uniting communities through crossplay, and it's why we're investing with new distinctive creators. Above all, gaming is for you. This is why we scour the world for your next new games. This today is the largest showcase of games on any stage, anywhere this year. Today, from the thousands of games in development across Xbox One and Windows PC, we're highlighting 60 games for you, including 14 games from Xbox Game Studios and over 30 games premiering in Xbox Game Pass. In addition to showcasing all of these games over the show, we'll also announce what's next at Xbox Game Studios. Sharing our expansive plans for streaming, and of course, revealing more about our next new console. So thank you for joining us today. Let's jump in.
I'm going to be changing cameras very quiet.
Ready to do this?
Hey! Who are you?
Got a name?
Cal Kestis.
Saw Gerrera.
I'm here on Jedi business.
Jedi are dead.
Not all of them.
A Jedi.
We have to stop them.
That's the plan. The Jedi are not yet lost. Hope is not yet lost.
Yeah, I'm okay. You all right? No, we are not doing that again.
So you're going to hear me a bit now and again.
World premiere.
Premiere. I just need my headset.
What the?
Peter Shannon, a 9-year-old boy, went missing on Saturday. This afternoon, the authorities are organizing a search in the Black Hills Forest.
Okay, Bullet. Let's find this kid. Wait up, Bullet! Bullet!
Where am I?
Okay, Bullet. Let's find this kid.
Oh, it is Bill. Looking good. Thank you for bearing with me.
V, my man, you made it. You blowing up all over the news. Are you alone?
I just want the money.
You got the chip? All right, start her up, Bug. Why don't you go to the bathroom, wash up? We gonna be with you in a minute.
What?
Oh, come on, man. Your neck, it's a mess.
While hotel security has yet to comment, we do know the suspect seems to have fled the scene.
I'm very low. Can you hear me better now, guys? Can you hear me better now? Do let me know.
Initiating combat mode. Go! Destination confirmed.
That's what I'm talking about. All right, in and out. We're rich. Oh, we are going to the major leagues, Jackie. Jack? Oh. No. Okay, get to a clinic now.
Mr. Wells' condition is critical.
Go!
Immediate medical
It's gonna
help
be okay.
is required.
Just hold on. Hey, just think about all the good that we're gonna have, huh? I'm sorry.
Okay. Better. Alright, we're getting there with the audio. Thanks for sticking with it. It's weird. Why is the volume low? I don't know. Move the mic closer to my mouth. Cool. Big Geese is fighting. He's got like a cyber arm, hasn't he, there?
Take the chip,
Ooh,
Dex.
swearing.
Every corporal cop in this city's gonna be blasting down these doors after what you
Bad lip
and your
syncing.
psycho friend did. We didn't need all this tension, damn it.
Okay. Oh, like that. Robot Man is down. Actually, if I move it, I can sit there, that way I can. Cyberpunk. There's a bit more cyberpunk there, which I'm very much looking forward to. Actually, looking forward to some cyberpunk action in the coming weeks, and some driving action in it as well.
Wait the
actually.
up, samurai.
Move you guys there.
We
for
have a
second.
city to burn.
Ooh. Dude! He wants lots of guns. We've got Keanu Reeves. Interesting. Oh, is this him on stage? Here he is. It's Neo.
Please welcome Keanu Reeves.
Yeah! Yeah! E3! Woo! Changing to the other screen. There he is. Alright, good. What are you guys thinking of these games? Let me know. Keep the chat going. Yeah! E3!
Thank you.
Got my Xbox t-shirt on, by the way. I'm on brand.
All right.
Looking respectable.
Talk to you about something. We gotta talk to you about something. CD Projekt Red.
Yeah!
Cyberpunk 2077. All right. A while back, the guys from CD Projekt Red approached me and asked me to be a part of their new project,
Dude!
Cyberpunk 2077.
Woo!
They were
Yeah!
going on and on about how they'd create this vast open world with a branching storyline, how you'd be able to customize your character through in-game choices. And it's not something I knew before, but I was excited by. And I'm always drawn to fascinating stories.
Yeah! Yeah!
Cyberpunk is set in a metropolis of the future, where body modification has become an obsession. You play as an outlaw, an enhanced mercenary working in the sleazy underbelly of the city. Yeah.
Yeah!
Okay, but let me tell
There's
you,
always one, isn't there?
the feeling of being there, of walking the streets of the future, is really going to be breathtaking. You're breathtaking. You're all breathtaking. All right. So, I guess I gotta finish
E3
it, so
vibes.
tell me. Do you guys want to know when the release date? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Then check this out. Ready now?
Release date. When's your life going to be over as you know it?
Mr. Hand sent me. Am I right for the job? Okay, I'm in.
Few have gone through to the other side.
Let's do this.
So, 16th April next year. Blimey, still got a year to go, everybody. You know, everyone was thinking Christmas. No.
World premiere.
World premiere. Here we go. Something new, exciting. Spiritfarer. Okay. It's got a kind of Miyazaki feel about it in its own way, hasn't it? Is it just me? I think it has. I'm sure it's going to be lovely. Ooh. What's this then? They're back. I should know who they are then. Oh, Toads. Battletoads, is it? Oh. What do you think of these games, guys? Let me know. Let me know in the chat. Let me know. I'm going to catch up with the chat when there's some games chat going on. It's a scrolling beat 'em up, isn't it? Old school. Old school arcade elements in it. There we go. Battletoads. Lovely. That style didn't interest me at all, though. Oh, there we go then.
What do you think of Battletoads? Here we are. It's all the excitement of Xbox. It's unusual, it's new, it's something unique. Okay, A Legend of Rights. Don't really know much about it yet. Are we going to welcome someone to the stage? There's a lot of bass in that room, I will just say. That room is just like a wall of bass if you're there. It's like the whole time. Very loud. Let's go full screen. It's the ID stuff.
Indie games. Some of these are great, by the way. Some really cool things to look out for. Like that. It's pretty cool. It reminds me of a Contra game. Probotector. Contra. I like a bit of old school, rip-off old school. Ooh. Some are quite generic, aren't they? Some have got that retro graphics look that's where they try to do retro, but they overdo it. Interesting art style. There is really blowing me away this year, honestly. It's a couple of games look interesting in a retro way, but that's about it.
Please welcome Head of Xbox Partnerships, Sarah Bond.
Sarah Bond.
All the ID at Xbox games you just saw will premiere on Xbox Game Pass day 1. At Xbox, our passion is to help you find and play the games that you love through creation, curation, and discovery. The ultimate expression of that passion is Xbox Game Pass. My team travels the globe, seeking out fan favorites and hidden gems, and crafts partnerships with their creators so that you can discover your next favorite game. Mind-blowing experiences, epic adventures, and iconic characters, all for you to explore. It has been awesome to see the record-breaking success developers have had in Xbox Game Pass, introducing their games to new players and creating lifelong fans. Since launch, we have tripled the number of partners in Game Pass, adding more games from more genres, platformers, RPG, adventure, sports, puzzles, and more every single month. And of course, every Xbox Game Studios title you see today will premiere in Game Pass day 1.
There you go. They don't even actually grab you and make you want Game Pass. That's the question.
Announce new titles
games you don't even care about coming to ID at Xbox.
Batman
there.
Arkham Knight.
That's quite loud. Sorry.
Metro Exodus. Hollow Knight. And Borderlands: The Handsome Collection.
Wow. I've got some big games coming there. That's more like it.
Amazing games that you can start playing today.
Today.
Our mission at Xbox is for you to be able to play any game with anyone, anywhere. And we know for many of you that means PC. That is why last month we announced Xbox Game Pass for PC.
Yeah.
Today, the Game Pass journey on PC begins.
Which means you no longer need to own
Now,
an Xbox, because you just get the PC version.
PC players can discover their next favorite game with Xbox Game Pass. We have curated over 100 games just for PC, including favorites like Imperator Rome and Football Manager 2019. And for the first time on PC, starting with Halo Reach, the entire Master Chief Collection.
It's really enjoyable if it works properly. It's not filled with bugs. Be nice. I always like a bit of. But you're going to be playing against, you know.
We are thrilled to share
I'm
that
a controller
Xbox
player
Game
against
Pass for
mouse and
PC
keyboard
launches
players, so.
in open beta today.
Woo!
Whenever you're ready.
Are you game? Are you game? I'm down for a little competition. Got sweat dripping down my temples. This power is something fundamental. I can feel the hum and the rush of the crowd. I can hear the claps and the noise getting loud. What you gonna do when the clock runs out?
Then we'll have a chat afterwards.
The time is now. What do you say? Are you game?
Well, Dickinson, absolutely. You don't need an Xbox One X now if you can get yourself a super powerful graphics card. Get all your games. Once you get a PC, play anywhere on Xbox. For some reason, my audio slider keeps moving. I don't know why. Weird. Sorry about the audio.
Xbox Game Pass for PC is here now. Try it out by downloading the all-new Xbox app on Windows.
There you go.
And if you want it all, we have created a membership just for you. Xbox Game Pass Ultimate.
Woo! Yeah, what's that? I don't know why I'm cheering.
You get everything. Xbox Game Pass for console with over 100 great games, Xbox Live Gold, an unrivaled gaming community, and now Xbox Game Pass for PC at no additional charge. And because it's E3, everyone can jump in and play today for $1.
Yeah.
Now go discover your next favorite game.
Okay, so PC games everywhere. No longer need to Xbox. They're going to sell their Xboxes now. Sell your Xbox. Here we go. There's a slight lag on one of our screens, and I don't know why. I can fix it. Fixed. Any of the graphics real? Do we know what's real anymore? That might be real, right? Flight Simulator then coming to Xbox again. Flight Simulator coming to Xbox and PC. Microsoft Flight Simulator there, coming to Xbox One and PC. So, coming to console, that'll do well. Thrustmaster will be ready.
Do you remember a time when armies were built and powerful cities collapsed? When the smallest of choices echoed through the pages of history? It was an age of empires.
Razors? I ain't seen you in a donkey's age. Welcome to beautiful Colorado, home to the Purple Mountains Mastigy of the Rockies. Hike through colorful canyons. Get up close and personal with a wild and woolly Wildite. Sample home-cooked delicacies. Eat where the locals eat. Visit Colorado Springs. There's so much to see and do in this post-apocalyptic winter wonderland.
That's probably a big one.
Meet new people. Make new friends. Colorado has colorful characters and friendly faces everywhere you look. See our beautiful airport. And don't forget to pick yourself up a nifty souvenir. So don't be shy. Colorado's waiting for you. First round's on me. First round's on you.
Wasteland 3. Didn't do anything for me. Crowd weren't that excited, were they? Like a whoo.
Please welcome head of Xbox Game Studios, Matt Booty.
Matt Booty.
Games are at the heart of our mission. Over the last year, we added 7 new game development studios to Xbox. It's fantastic to see some of these studios already sharing new games on our E3 stage, and there's more to come. I have the privilege of working with some of the best studios around the globe. And for me, great studios are about people, teams, and ideas. Our success comes down to one thing: creating great games that players love. And great games come from great developers. That's why I'm honored today to announce that joining Xbox Studios is Double Fine Productions.
Double Fine Productions. Make some notes.
Double Fine has been a beacon of creativity and spirit in game development for almost 20 years, with classic games like Psychonauts, Brutal Legend, and Broken Age. I'm looking forward to Double Fine joining Xbox and seeing what we create together. Please join me in welcoming the founder and president of Double Fine Productions, Tim Schafer.
Double Fine. Yeah. There's sort of Star Wars type music going on there, isn't there? Double Fine.
Hello. Thank you. Thank you so much, and thank you, Matt. We are so excited to be joining Xbox Game Studios, and I'm here to personally reassure you, Matt. I don't know what you've heard, but I'm a team player. Whatever you need from Double Fine, we'll make for you. Halo stuff, Forza stuff, Excel stuff, whatever you want, we are there.
Yeah.
Tim, we just want you to make great games.
That's such a relief, because I was totally lying.
We want you to make the best games.
In that case, we brought a brand new trailer for Psychonauts 2. Take a look if you dare.
Okay. Good fan base for this.
My name is Raz, and today is my first official day on the job. We're on a mission.
Rasputin?
I'm on him. Looking for me? No. Mia, the mission is falling apart. We've lost control of Lobato.
I put the old egg in the box and the basket in the... No! I won't tell. I won't tell anyone. I promise. No, please!
there you have it. Some nice graphics there. Graphics, action, Alien, dude.
World premiere.
World premiere. Oh, Star Wars again. Empire Strikes Back style. Back one. There goes Star Wars.
Huh? Whoa.
Huh?
All 9 films in one new game, like I've never seen before. The Star Wars saga returns. Love a bit of Lego. They're always good fun games, actually, to be fair, in their own sort of funny, silly way. For kids. I'll play with the room. Everything's coming to the Xbox screen. Dragon Ball type thing.
早く来てくれ頼むよもっと急いでくれ
お前らは皆殺しだ死ねなんだその面はあっさり潰してやるぜ
どうだカカロットこれで貴様はもう終わりだ
I always love the craziness of these games.
カカロットフリーザを倒してくれ
The last one was actually a lot of fun.
フリーザゴク
Oh! I always think of like Akira at times like this. Tetsuo, no! Explosions. Supreme Liner. Not seeing me in the way of the biggest release. Dragon Project Dragon Ball Z, so I didn't read it properly there. Didn't read the title. I've got a very small window I'm looking at there.
World premiere.
World premiere. Right, let's see if we can make this full screen. Let's see if we can make this full screen.
I'll make it full screen. Can't you? Try something else. There we go, guys.
I have a surprise for you.
Okay.
You want to guess what it is?
This is an outfit for a newborn. You bought it this morning. You wanted to surprise me.
I'm sorry.
You're pregnant.
You know?
I know because you already gave it to me. This has happened before.
What are you talking about? What's going on?
Someone is coming. He's going to hurt us. He says you killed your father. I need to know what happened.
Why are you doing this? My father died.
Died of a heart attack?
No, I didn't have anything to do with...
Any second now, he's going to knock on that door. Help me.
This isn't happening. This can't be happening.
Police, open up.
That's him.
Did you call the police?
We have a warrant. Please open the door.
I didn't do anything.
We're here to help.
Don't listen to him. I'm your only chance.
Open the door right now.
You know me. I love you. You have to believe me.
Stop.
No.
You're under arrest.
No. Hey! You're home. What are you doing? Are you okay?
I'm not sure it's something like that. It's 12 minutes. It's like source code. Begin. Not very, quite depressing 12 minutes, wasn't it? Not happy 12 minutes. This is going to be happy now. So raise the mood, colour, go to the other window.
Sort of works. Expanding the game. Expanding monsters around. There you go. Way to the woods. Way to the woods. Lots of headbutting action. That's what I would say for that. Headbutting action. There we go. What's this? Gears of War. Gears of War or something. Let me know your thoughts, guys, in the chat. Well, that's the trailer for Gears game.
Bury a friend, try to wake up. Cannibal class, killing the sun. Bury a friend. Why aren't you scared of me? Why do you care for me? When we all fall asleep, where do we go?
So.
From the Coalition, please welcome Studio Head Rod Ferguson.
Thanks, everyone. We're excited to announce that Gears 5 is releasing on September 10th. And if you want to play 4 days early, you can with our Ultimate Edition or membership in the newly announced Xbox Game Pass Ultimate. With Gears of War 4, we wanted to earn your trust. But with Gears 5, we want to push the envelope by doing new things never seen in a Gears game before. And we'll tell you all about it this summer. In July, join us for our Versus multiplayer tech test, where you'll be one of the first to play our all-new competitive game type, Arcade. In August at Gamescom, go hands-on with the all-new Horde mode and see how character abilities can turn the tide on the battlefield. In September, we return to the biggest Gears campaign ever, where we'll explore more of Kate's harrowing journey and celebrate our launch on September 10th. But what are we talking about today? Today, it's a brand new way to fight the Swarm.
Sorted.
In Escape, you play as one of 3 Hive Busters. You and your squad infiltrate the Hive, plant the bomb,
They need to do
and
something new
escape
with
your
Gears,
life.
don't they?
Because we all know the best defense is a good offense. It's everything you love about Gears, turned up to 11.
Well, what I liked about Gears, the first game, it was very dark and foreboding and just a real gritty atmosphere, and they made the artwork more cartoony looking as it went on, and it lost its original vibe and darkness. The art people just didn't have the same feel to it. Lickomatic is here, I know. Here we go then.
They attacked, and we lost everything. Everything except the need for revenge. This might look like a surrender, but it's not. It's an invasion.
See some gameplay, guys. Let's see some people playing the games. You know, it's all this stuff. It's not actually playing, is it? It's constant videos. It's just some gameplay. So we see big monsters and fighting and action. Gears of War stuff. Big guns. And, ooh, felt that, didn't he? In your face. In your face. Stuff always looks better from a replay angle. I just like to see it from a gameplay angle. What's it like? Everybody should have one of those lightning daggers. Just saying. Should be like stock. Close the blast doors. Oh, in your face. They felt that. Oh, going out the old acid room. And lots of shooting action. What's it like, a kind of zombie mode or something? In Call of Duty Escape. Oh, so I guess you've got to fight from room to room, I guess, to get through it all. I don't know. I'd like to have seen the gameplay, actually. How a team would work together there. What are we doing?
I hope you enjoyed your taste of Escape. An aggressive 3-player co-op experience.
Didn't get anything from that at all.
Perfect for your living room couch.
Anything.
But it's not just about busting hives. You can build them, too, and challenge your friends with the experiences you create. And tonight, join me on Mixer as we challenge these three WWE superstars, Xavier Woods,
here we go,
AJ Styles, and Tyler Breeze, to survive a gameplay deep dive from right here in the Hive. For those of you at home, for the next 2 days, you and your friends can play in select Microsoft stores. So good luck out running the Swarm, and we'll see you on the leaderboards. Oh, and for anyone who pre-orders or plays within
down
the first
the leaderboards,
week, we've got something special just for you.
All right. They've spent some money, haven't they, on this conference as usual. Nothing racing related yet, Mr. 30. We're just looking at Gears 5, but it should, if there's anything racing related, we'll see it soon. Hence why I'm not at E3. There's nothing up there. Oh, Terminators are going to be in Gears, are they? Terminators with a gear gun. Yeah! Oh, nobody's cheering. Everyone should be cheering. Yeah! Woo! Of course, they just won't die, will they? Because they're Terminators. Let's take everything on with their bare hands. What we got here then? Something new? New bit of tech. New control pad. New elite control, is it? Now more elite than ever. So elite you can't even handle the eliteness. And it's just $200,000. Customizable to your thumbs. Oh, look at that. Play racing games like you've never played before. With a controller. Controller power. With a grip. You can customize. It makes you a better gamer. That's it. Better gamers use better controllers. Ways to play. Colin's hoping it's less than £100. Dream on, Colin. Dream on. Elite Controller 2. Okay. Outdoor action.
When my father saved my life, he told me never to forget who I am, where I come from. But in this place, nobody even wants to know my name. Getting attached is deadly. Because when darkness comes, I might be gone. The virus tore society apart, but I won't let it turn me into an animal. Staying alive became the essence of our existence, yet life must be more than just survival. Every day, the disease tries to crush us and make us forget who we are, but I keep fighting. My name is Aiden. And I am infected.
He is infected. Oh well. Bandwidth is dying in Dying Light 2. Another uplifting game. Wonderfully uplifting.
World premiere.
World premiere. More zombies. Absolutely filming. Really. Oh, here we go. Forza Horizon 4 with a new car.
I'm holding a steering wheel in my hand for no reason. Just gonna hold it. Lego. Oh, awesome. We've got Lego World. Love it. It's amazing. Oh, I'll tell you what. This is not what I expected. Wow. That does look very impressive. Brilliant. Awesome. Well, how about that? Lego action for Forza Motorsport.
Please welcome Ralph Fulton.
Ralph Fulton. Well, how about that? There's a nice Lego car there as well.
Combine McLaren's passion for design with about 500,000 of Lego's legendary
Absolutely,
bricks. You get this incredible life-size Lego Speed Champions McLaren Senna. Combine the beauty and freedom of Horizon with the playful fun of Lego, you get the Forza Horizon 4 Lego Speed Champions expansion. You will drive this Senna and more Lego Speed Champions cars in an entirely new world, packed with inventive new challenges, new areas to explore, and loads of bricks to smash. The Forza Horizon 4 Lego Speed Champions expansion launches this week. I'll see you there.
Wow, okay. That's amazing. It's something we didn't guess there. No Forza Motorsport 8 this year. Licomatic is absolutely right. The spare one somewhere. Oh, and then you see the gameplay and you're like, it looked interesting into the gameplay. Well, that Lego racing, very cool. I have to admit, Lego Speed Champions. So that's the racing bit done. Probably, Mr. 30. Probably, but you never know. Maybe there's more. There's got to be more than that, surely. There's got to be one more racing game show. Otherwise, it's just gaming goodness in its own way. Nothing's really grabbed me yet, though. Nothing's made me go, oh wow, I can't wait to play that. Other than probably, I'll play Lego racing, but should be fun.
My mission, find the father I never knew.
My mission, find a hero I've never met. He hasn't radioed in days.
He hasn't been seen since the outbreak.
The last time I heard his voice.
The last place he was seen was in Trumbull Valley. I've only heard whispers.
I've only heard legend.
Of unseen horrors. Here, we are the many.
Proper gameplay then.
Here, we can become stronger.
Here,
For so
we
long,
become
I was
stronger.
just surviving.
Now people are counting on me.
This is where my story could end.
This is where my story could begin.
It's quite repetitive,
Thought we
isn't
had
it?
seen everything.
We ain't seen nothing yet.
Oh no. 2 stories. Played the same game twice. New dangers. Oh, from Disney. Another zombie game. State of Decay 2, okay. What's that half now?
World premiere.
World premiere. Oh, Sega. For the very first time. Oh, role-playing games. It's going to be like Burning Rangers back or something. Burning Rangers 2. No, it's something else.
Reason the
browser in that window is not liking it. Where's the gameplay then? Show us the gameplay. Show us the gameplay. With turn-based combat and 2D graphics. No, let's wait and see. We're seeing lots of trailers, but not enough in the way of actual gameplay at the moment. Let's not get blown away by trailers. Lovely, lovely pre-rendered trailers. Boom. It's nice, nice artwork. Phantasy Star Online 2. That's actually quite a big deal, actually.
Those of you who have played Phantasy Star know that this game had influenced many of the most popular
It was
games
amazing
today.
on the Dreamcast.
So with great delight, we welcome Sega back to our stage and Phantasy Star back on Xbox.
As we said, our
Let's see the
goal on Team
gameplay.
Xbox is to bring you the world's best games.
World's best
Meeting
games.
with developers, playing their games, and introducing you to their games. These are the best parts of my job. Back at E3 2017, when I first met with the creators of this next game, they shared their ambition to bring their massively popular game with its passionate community of 650 million PC players to the entire world. I'm happy to announce our partnership with the legendary team at Smilegate. Their approach to game design demonstrates sheer creative boldness. Next year, you'll discover the newest entry in this landmark franchise. On console, for the very first time, only on Xbox. This is Crossfire X.
World premiere.
Crossfire X. That game you've always wanted to play on console is coming at last. Are we going to see gameplay or just another pre-rendered trailer there? Pre-rendered trailer. That's what I should say. World exclusive pre-rendered trailer. Pre-rendered slow motion. There you go. That was a lovely, but ultimately meaningless to me. I just want to see gameplay.
World premiere.
World premiere. Bandai Namco are back. Gameplay. It's cool. Bandai Namco have always got nicely designed characters and action. Great artists they've got. That's right, Carl. Tales of Arise. Which is great if you like that genre, sure. A bit like One Piece or something recently, you know. Nice graphics. Appeal to the Japanese market. Cool.
6 sirens in the universe. I used to be one of them. My name is Lilith, and I need you.
Pre-order today. Guns and action. And things. Pre-rendered trailers. All for 2 hours. No gameplay. All action. Nothing real time. Let's just see some real time gaming. See people playing games. Borderlands. Fencing Collection.
Children of the Vault is a psycho cult. 10 billion followers demand we join or die. We've got another proposal for them.
So the racing game highlight tonight is Lego, viewers. Absolutely. Borderlands action. Okay. Pre-rendered trailers are all you need. There we are. So, are we going to get in a world exclusive? Come on, about time, surely.
World premiere.
World premiere. There we go then. Yeah.
I doubt you could even imagine it. That which commanded the stars, giving life its fullest brilliance. The Elden Ring. Oh, Elden Ring. Shattered by someone or something. Don't tell
More
me
pre-rendered
you don't
trailers.
see it. Look up at the sky. It burns.
Honestly.
It is a night of pre-rendered trailers, it really is. It's just nobody's bothering with gameplay. Who needs gameplay? I feel like it's 99 or something, 98. They used to show lots of this stuff and the game would look nothing like it. At least it's the Elden Ring anyway, let's note that down. Elden Ring. Elden Ring. So you know it'll have good graphics because they've got good graphics tech, but it'd be nice just to see what the gameplay is. How do you translate? What do you do?
Please welcome back Phil Spencer.
Phil Spencer. It's all about the games.
From multinational studios to one-person passion projects, thousands of Xbox games are in development for you right now. Just today, we showed you 60 games. We are now experiencing an unmatched expansion of creativity on Xbox. Gaming for you means connecting all of these creators to all of you. Last fall, we announced our ambition to empower everyone, everywhere to play by bringing Xbox to the cloud. We will do this in 2 ways, through Project xCloud and through console streaming. 2 months ago, we connected all Xbox developers to Project xCloud. Today, we invite those of you here at E3 for our first public hands-on of Project xCloud.
Yeah! Yeah! Woo!
To experience the freedom to play right
The
here
power
at
of
the
the
show.
cloud.
And you'll have 2 ways to stream. There's a new platform feature, console streaming. It turns your Xbox One into your own personal and free xCloud server. Whether you're using a console in our data center or your console at home, this October, you'll be able to use our hybrid gaming cloud to play your games wherever you go. Where you play is now entirely your choice. You decide. So let's talk about our next console.
Yeah! Yeah!
For us, the console is vital and central to our experience. We heard you. A console should be designed and built and optimized for one thing and one thing only, gaming.
Gaming, not TV.
So the same team that created the world's most powerful console, Xbox One X, and innovated its groundbreaking processor and the Elite controller, the same team that engineered the world-class compatibility of today's Xbox One consoles, the same team that set the bar for live gaming services with Xbox Live, this same team set out on a new mission.
Same team.
To create the future of gaming for you.
Here we go then.
When we think about the future of gaming, it's not just PC, it's not just console, it's not just mobile. It's really all of the above.
Xbox is all about choice. We're investing in technology all throughout the game stack.
The games you want with the people you want on the devices that you want.
And for us, that starts with our next generation console.
We don't want to build just another console. We truly want it to be transformative.
More immersion, more exploration, more detail.
How do we make it easier for people to get into the game, to stay in the game?
One of the things that gamers and developers are incredibly excited about is reducing load times.
I'm an RPG gamer, and so like loading screens are a thing.
You're sitting there in the fake elevator because you know that the game's loading in the background. It's just an elevator ride forever.
That's our goal with gaming, is that you don't have those pauses.
This generation is going to be a bigger leap than any generation we've done before.
At the heart of our next generation console is our custom design processor, leveraging the latest Zen 2 and Navi technology from our partners at AMD. From a pure processing perspective, this is 4 times more powerful than the Xbox One X. We're leveraging high bandwidth GDDR6 to ensure that we're getting the best performance possible.
It's going to usher in resolution and frame rates that we've never seen before. Like, never seen before.
We're looking at frame rates up to 120 frames per second.
8K capability, variable refresh rate.
Next gen ray tracing. It's real time because it's hardware accelerated for the first time ever.
What I'm personally most excited about is the SSD.
We've created a new generation of SSDs. We're actually using the SSD as virtual RAM.
We're seeing more than 40 times performance increases over the current generation.
The combination of the SoC and the solid-state drive are really what gives you a totally new experience.
Now we can take all of that power and apply it back into the scene, so we can actually generate more life in that world and bring it to the gamer in a seamless way.
So that then you're fully experiencing what the game developer wants you to experience.
When you can move through worlds without waiting for screens to load, that speed, that performance is what the next generation is about.
This is the most immersive console experience ever.
What we really want to do is give developers the power to build the game they've always envisioned.
We have hundreds of people across both our first-party studios as well as our third-party studios working on those next-generation experiences today.
It's an amazing commitment to content at Xbox Game Studios. There's 13 studios, 7 in the last year. That's a big family.
At 343, for us, it's always about more seamless worlds. With the next generation, we can bring the world to life in a way we've never experienced Halo before.
We're delivering 4 generations of content better than you've ever seen before.
This console is especially awesome for Game Pass members. With the faster load times, you're going to be able to experience all the games within just a snap of your fingers.
We are giving gamers the option to connect across devices and across platforms in a way that we never were able to before.
This isn't just a console launch. This is about the future of gaming.
Your games, your achievements, your progression, your accessories, your console gaming experience with Xbox, it all comes forward with Scarlet.
Scarlet. Project Scarlet. There we are then. Project Scarlet.
It eats monsters for breakfast.
It's a funny guy.
This is Project Scarlet, the most powerful and highest performing console we've ever designed. Built for creators to unleash their boldest creative visions and optimized for players to enjoy the ultimate gaming experience on a console anywhere. Immersive experiences begin at the very heart of the console, at the silicon level itself. Together with our partners at AMD, we have co-engineered and custom designed a state-of-the-art processor for Project Scarlet.
There we go then.
Power you can see defined previous generations. Power and performance you can see and feel defines Project Scarlet. When we talk about freedom to play, when we talk about Xbox in the cloud, when we talk about streaming your games, Project Scarlet and all of its power and all of its performance is the foundation of our future in console and the formation of our future in cloud. We launched Xbox 18 years ago with a game reviewers called the definitive reason to own an Xbox. Well, because humanity was and is worth saving, next holiday, we will launch Project Scarlet with Halo.
There you go. Halo is back. Oh, the music's gonna come. Yeah.
Warning. Pressure building in lines 4, 17, and 33. Pressure building in lines 4, 17, and 33. Pressure building in lines 4, 7. Protocol accepted. Breach detected.
More pre-rendered trailer action just to crack on. Well, I mean, it's not gameplay, is it, in that sense? I mean, in theory, the new console should make all this look like gameplay, but...
Daddy's listening. Can you say hi? Hi. And how big are you? How big are you? Can you tell Daddy how big you are? Are you so big? So big. And can you sing? Good singing. How about I miss you? Miss you. And I love you. I love you. I love you, Daddy. I love you, Daddy. And I can't wait to see you. Can you say see you? See you. Good, and bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Signal detected. Signal detected. Tag designation. Friendly.
Signal detected. Tag designated.
This is UNSC Pelican Echo 216. Can you hear me? This is UNS.
Looks like the main power cells are fried. Armor shut down. Triggering survival mode. I'm going to try to overwrite. Okay. If you can hear me in there, I hope you're ready. Please don't die. Please. Don't die. Yes! 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 We're going home! Oh, welcome back, Chief. I rerouted what little power I had into your suit. Looks like there's a problem with the servos in your hands. Stay calm. You've been out there a while. I know I saw something in here to check your armor's diagnostics. Whoa, easy there, big guy. You're not...
Status report.
Status report? What? There's something you need to see, Chief.
I just need to know where they are.
We
Give me my
lost.
guns. Skip this. Press start.
Lost everything. There's nothing left for us here. I don't even know where here is. No. Not then. Not again. We need to run.
No. We need to fight.
We need to fight. Yeah. Yeah.
Get ready.
Get ready.
I chose you because you were special. I knew we would be perfect together. And I was right.
Yeah! Yeah!
Oh, it's the end of the show then. That was that. It's the end of the show.
So that's a roundup for the show then. We're going to talk about this in just a moment, viewers.
Show you. Fire it
Get to the end of the show and then we're going to have some chat. Give me your feedback. Give me the feedback. viewers. Give me the feedback on what you thought of the show. This show represents the highlight of E3. The highlight of E3 now. Oh, we didn't get the full choir, did we? Flight Sim is the highlight of this show, viewers. It is the highlight. And that is the end of the Xbox conference. What can we say about that tonight? Well, we can say that
it was underwhelming, wasn't it? Underwhelming with a capital underwhelming. We saw lots of pre-rendered stuff. I think the Halo bit at the end might have been using in-game assets, but you know, who cares? There's no gameplay to show. If you said to me what was I excited by, I've looked at the entire list. Flight Sim is probably the highlight. I think the Lego edition for Forza Horizon is a wonderful surprise. I'm sure it'll be great fun, but the automotive highlight of the show was Lego driving game. If a Lego driving game got released, it would be a B-level game. With these guys' tech, they improve it, but it's not Project Gotham Racing, is it? It's not Project Gotham Racing 5. You know, it's something big that will make it blow us away. There was nothing really there.
Was there with that? So, yeah, that was an underwhelming show, wasn't it? It has to be said, viewers. It has to be said. I'm going to turn that down a little bit just for a minute while that's going in the background a bit. But it was disappointing. What do you think, guys? A very disappointing show for me. You know, you got this. I mean, what do we got here? You know, Phantasy Star Online will be good for people who like that. Crossfire X was a pre-rendered trailer. It meant nothing to me. Tales of Arise, I'm sure will be nice for fans of that genre. You know, what do you have? Elder Ring, State of Decay 2, Zombies. You know, Dying Light 2, Zombies. Gears of War 5, Monsters, but it's sort of drab zombie type world. I'm sure it'll be good. It's got to change things for Gears of War. Oh no, we don't want that. What's going on there? We don't want that. Oh, let's just turn this off for a minute. How do I change this? Here we go. Let's put that on there. There we go. There we go. Sorted. I don't know what my audio is doing. Just hopefully you can only hear me and nothing else, viewers. If you can hear anything else, do let me know. But yes, that was E3, Microsoft press conference, the highlight of E3 tonight, and a lot of pre-rendered trailers, non-gameplay trailers. Just looking here, you know, I think the big announcement to them was really trying to push the Game Pass and the Ultimate Game Pass. Battletoads didn't really impress me. Legend of Wright doesn't appeal to me personally, but it's a family game, I get that. But there was nothing there. Blair Witch, that was probably one of the highlights actually, Blair Witch near the beginning. But in terms of dedicated Xbox gaming, there was nothing there tonight. Nothing for the automotive genre at all that I came away with. You know, in that sense, it was a. I mean, Psychonauts 2 is, you know, it's a nice enough game, but no Halo gameplay, no update to backward compatibility, and there's no discussions there, Gaming Legends, on backward compatibility, which is a bit of a shame there. No Sony conference this year, SCB. No Sony conference this year. So that is the highlight right there. You've got EA had done a day. You've got the PC Gaming Show. We might do a couple of other conferences. If you enjoyed watching tonight and enjoyed my little bit of chat, it's like the Eurovision Song Contest, except you're joined by me, enjoying the stuff and breaking it down. And in that sense, you know, some of that stuff, it makes everybody go, wow. But in reality, and when you're there, it's a buzz. But the reality is that objectively, there's not much in the way to see of gameplay. So I thought Blair Witch looked all right. 12 minutes, can't remember, about 12 minutes. 12 minutes was the sort of game a bit like Detroit, wasn't it, in that sense, but not as good as Detroit because it wasn't as ambitious. So, you know, you got Game Pass Ultimate, which I think was the highlight of their messages tonight. But Game Pass Ultimate is something that says to me, if you get yourself a good PC, you can sell your Xbox. You don't need an Xbox. And I can tell you right now that if they're releasing this new Xbox next year, your graphics cards are going to keep up, no doubt about that. So it was, for me, there's nothing I've walked away from that where I think, oh, I can't wait to buy that game, you know. And the other thing is that from a YouTube perspective, just for a second, when I see a trailer and I think, hey, that's going to be great, you know, can you imagine if I got hold of some world exclusive gameplay on that racing game? That'll mean views. As a YouTuber, I look at it and I think Lego racing, it ain't going to appeal to a lot of people. It's just not going to be magic, is it? So Tales of Arise, White Comet's really looking forward to that, which will be great. I mean, like you say, it's really nice graphics. I mean, Bandai Namco, they always do a nice job there. CB, no racing games, just the Lego add-on for. I mean, I don't know if we can. I mean, let's see if I can do something quite cheap. Hold on, bear with me, viewers. I'm going to see if I can do something here for a moment and see if we can. I'm going to see if I can do something. Hold on. Okay. I'm going to see if I can find something we can look at for a minute. Something I am looking forward to is let's try this. See if it works. No, bear with me, viewers. See if I can. See if I can show you guys something that's pretty cool. And then we'll have a look at something else that's going to be coming at the show. We've got a few things that we're going to have a coverage on from the show floor these next few days. And I'm just seeing if I can show you guys something I'm working on here right now. You know, I'm still learning how to use all this streaming software. It's always, let's try this in. Okay, let's try this. Right, let's try, see if we can find something here. Let's have a look. What do we got here? So, just see if I can show you guys something or not. It's not working. Damn, I was hoping to show you guys a video, but unfortunately, it's not working. Not working. I wish I could be quicker with this when you guys are chatting. Now, bear with me, guys. I'll be right there. Well, we are looking forward to showing you guys something at some point. And I am looking forward to showing you guys. See if I can show you something here. A few of the new racing games actually that are coming out, and obviously I was going to try showing you guys some stuff behind the scenes because we've got some cool footage that I'm hoping to show you guys in the next sort of few days on some of the new games that are coming out, and hopefully we'll have some good access to the show floor and some of the games that are going to be on the show floor. I'm just trying to see if I can organize this now and then see if I can show you guys some stuff that's pretty cool. Come on. Come on. My internet seems to be running quite slow. I think because I'm streaming at the same time, everything's a bit slow. Bear with me, viewers. So, see if this works. Come on, viewers. Come on, viewers. Right, let's try that. Try that. Okay, so one of the new games we're going to be showing, just a very sneak behind the scenes clip here for you guys, is going to be is from the show floor. Is we're going to hopefully have some footage for you guys on WRC8, which is going to be an automotive highlight, and another one which we're hoping to show you guys is a bit of this one, which is let's go back to this. Trying to do the studio, set it all up. For some reason it went to, oh I see, right, delete that, remove, there we go, showing the streaming intro there. Okay. Goodness me, there's so much to remember with all this streaming. Right, let's get, here we go, right, we're there, do that, alright, come on, quick, boom.
High speed clicking, and one of the games is going to be this one, which is the European Truck Racing Championship. I look forward to be able to share some of this footage with you guys in the next few days, testing some of this out. This is one of the cool new racing games that's going to be on the show floor hopefully, and hopefully we're going to have a full preview up on the channel in the next day or so. This is me testing out on a triple screen rig with the GoPro, and we're going to have a bit of this and a bit of WRC8 as well, some really cool content coming on WRC8, so I'm looking forward to be able to show you guys all of that. And this is going to be, it's funny, truck racing is unusual, but it's come out really well actually. I'm looking forward to showing you guys some of this and some cool audio as well actually, but unfortunately if I put the audio up on this, it's just, I think it's just me talking to myself, so for some reason I'm still hearing the Xbox conference, and I don't know why, which tells me the Xbox conference has to be on another thing. I don't know where it's coming from. Ah, pain. One of my scenes somewhere, I've got all these different scenes for retro games and PC games and everything, and it's hidden. I've got a hidden piece of audio, which means I can't play the audio, but audio is awesome to this, and this truck racing is pretty awesome. It's not, but I don't know if you can't hear anything from it. So we're getting audio from somewhere else, and it's quite irritating. So yeah, truck racing is going to be pretty ace from the show floor. Hopefully some WRC8 as well. We've got some really cool WRC8 content I'm going to be working on over the next few days, and some of the other games as well. There's going to be a couple of new videos on Grid. You can see how that's developing, perhaps some other car classes, and I look forward to a hands on that. We've got some hands on Formula 1 next week. I think we're going to get the final version on that as well, so we're looking forward to that, and you know, a lot to look forward to there. But truck racing, this was pretty darn good, and I'm looking forward to showing you guys some of this. Actually, it's tricky, it's not easy. You'd think the trucks are much slower, but there's a lot of strategy to how you drive them in terms of the brakes, temperatures, water jets, gearing, torque in the power, 1,000 horsepower engines. I mean, pretty impressive stuff.
So yeah, E3 wise, we're going to have a bit of that coming. Obviously a bit of Grid. Any news on GTR3? Patty's asking. No news on GTR3 at all, but we will see if we can find something out from the show floor. But this year, I don't know. I don't think we're going to get any proper WRC until you know, WRC, sorry, GTR3 until Gamescom. I think Gamescom's going to be the thing. Razor said earlier, I can't believe there was no Forza 7 DLC news. No, I'm actually surprised there wasn't a Forza 7 DLC pack. I think that was a big surprise in terms of there was nothing there on that. And I don't really know why they didn't do at least a track and a pack for, you know, for something like that. It just seems to be, you know, given that there should be something like that, and it's strange that they haven't at least done a, you know, Forza 7 one track for Forza Motorsport 7. You know, Dan Greenwald coming out. Forza Motorsport is about cars. It's about gaming. And we want you to play Forza all the time. And I just wanted Dan back to do Dan's thing And no Dan this year. We've missed Dan Greenwald this year. Forza's not going to be back this year because Forza, he's going to be working on the new Forza Motorsport 8 to launch the new Xbox. So Project Scarlet will come next year, and Project Scarlet will have lots of power. So there you have it. It's funny, the Xbox One X was called Scorpio. I quite like the name Scorpio. I kind of wish they'd kept the name Project Scorpio. I think that would have been, or Xbox Scorpio, that would have been awesome. I think if they kept the code names for the actual box, give it a bit more individuality rather than Xbox X. Do you know what I mean? One X. In fact, it's called Xbox One is irritating. Is that a thing? SCB, they're just saying, is that a thing? Sorry, what was that SCB? Which one? Will WRC be way better than Dirt 2.0? Mr. Frank's asking. Well, the maybe I've got some sneak footage here. Bear with me, viewers. Then I'll see if I've got something I can show you guys on that. Let's see if I can get a media source working here and see if I can get something working. And I'm going to have a look. And if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. And if I can't skip through it, then I can't skip through it. But it's, bear with me. Let's see if it works. See if it works. See if we've got anything. WRC, we're going to have some content on the show, and I'll just versions of WRC 2, van driving. I was having a little practice run, but this is going to be spectacular, and we're going to have some good coverage on this as well. So WRC 8 is looking great. Is it going to be better than Dirt Rally 2? I think it's going to be, you know, I think it's going to be. We're going to come back to that in just a second. See if it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But the two locations at different times of the day, like dynamic. From the show floor build, and I've managed to get some hands on already. We're working on it, and do let me know what cars and tracks you'd like to see in WRC8, and I'll see if we can get some of that as well. And this time I'm going to have a chance to put a few runs in myself and see it's quite loud there, so I actually can't hear anything from this. Can any of you guys hear the game at all? Can any of you hear it? I can't hear it. So yeah, WRC 8 here. This is me driving earlier, and yeah, it takes a bit of getting used to, but it's looking really good at the moment. I mean, you know, cockpit cam here. This was over the shoulder. This video is going to come up edited on the channel with over the shoulder camera action, steering wheel input. That's why I went left right a while ago. So I've got the whole Sparko rim here. So let's move that down there. I realised I was talking to you guys, and you guys can see me, but I've got the old Sparko rim there. And yeah, we're looking forward to trying to do this. It's pretty spectacular so far. So yeah, this is looking really good, and I'm looking forward to trying that out. You know, there's still lots to be made and dialed in on it at the moment. Oh right, okay. Just turn it down a bit. Can you hear me better now? Can you hear me okay? Do let me know if you can hear me. I'm just turning it down a bit. My mic, right, so I'm going to turn the game sound down. That's all you can hear. Oh. Let's see if I can.
No, you can't. You're hearing something else, which is a bit of a bummer. So I don't know what you guys are hearing, because I'm hearing two different things, which is you can't hear me at all. All right. Okay. So that's a bit of that. I'm gonna leave that and
go back to conference. So unfortunately, I can't change the audio there for you guys. You guys can't hear me, but you can hear the game. But we've got some cool coverage coming on WRC. So as you can see, I can't talk and show the video for whatever reason. The audio balance says it's working, and you guys can't hear me. So that's looking good. I have to admit, WRC is looking pretty spectacular at the moment, and we're going to have some really good coverage on that, looking at the new rallies. I think elsewhere, I think Grid is going to be interesting to see just how it develops. One of the games we're really interested in at the show, obviously the truck racing I showed you guys earlier, and Overpass, which is coming as well, mountain climbing game. And we'll see if others are there that we mentioned on the podcast. Thanks to those of you that liked and subscribed as well, watching all of this stuff. It's great to see some extra viewers on the channel. And yeah, for the Xbox conference today, for me it was very disappointing. It didn't show anything that excited me. I think we've got more exciting games coming from the show floor this year, and I think WRC 8 is going to be one of them, no doubt about it. I mean, WRC 8 is going to look... It was all fine. It was all fine. And Dan, the minute I sorted it all out...
It goes back to the beginning, and I can't... Unfortunately, I have no way of interacting with this video once it goes live. Which is really irritating. What can I do? Can I actually skip? You can't actually skip the file. No, you can't skip it. Well, we'll have a little bit of that on while I'm talking. So WRC 8, yeah, it's going to be epic. And one thing that we're going to hopefully show at the show now is going to be we're hoping to show, if we get to hold the developer, is a bit of the one-player mode. Because the one-player mode is really where there's a spectacular amount of work going into the epic career. And there's one thing that's been a bit lackluster in Big Ben's titles, has been the career mode in WRC. Not this time. I've seen some stuff that's really exciting, but I'm waiting until it's all in the game and we can show you guys. And this game isn't nearly finished. So this is what you're seeing here. This is like really early still. But there's a lot of work to go into it between now and September. And there'll still be a massive patch probably as well, day one. But yeah, as you can see, just edging and hit the brakes a bit there, I think, and you've got to have the brake on. But yeah, it takes a bit of getting used to. Obviously, I was using the wheel earlier, doing all this, and I really look forward to being able to show you guys all of this in action and how it's all going to work and everything else. It's really exciting stuff. Yeah, I mean, it's a shame about Isle of Man. I don't know what the future of Isle of Man's going to be. I don't know if there's going to be an Isle of Man 2. I think certainly, given all the investment that went into making that incredible track, if they could get the physics right on that particular circuit, then I think they could imagine how amazing Isle of Man 2 would be if they could get the physics right. I just hope they do. I do bang on about it a bit to them. I do keep saying, come on, make Isle of Man 2 great. Just get the physics right. So, if it ever happens, I'd really like to get stuck in and work on those physics a bit, because physics in bike games, it's not just about real biking, it's about intuitive behaviour of the bike. And that's something where, as you can see, this is WRC2 cars, so I'm not perfect at it, obviously, but it's really challenging. I've got to tell you, the driving is really challenging. What's really challenging is surface textures. When you start driving these cars, and gradients on surface changes, bit of ice, bit of snow, it's constantly changing. Your feel of the car, you're holding in a gear sometimes longer than you'd expect. They've got the new co-driver who's being sort of gradually improved all the time, so a lot of work going into that, getting the co-driver right. But as you can see, you're like this when you're driving it, constantly on the edge, dancing this car, it's constantly working the whole time, and this is pretty hair-raising driving. You're really trying to keep the car going, but it's sliding well, it's feeling more natural. The stages change a lot in different times of day, and it's really starting to come together. So it's you go off the mountain, and you certainly do feel the fear, I think, when you're driving along some of these edges here. And I've got the handbrake as well, so I'm going to try and bolt it on. I can grab it. I've been trying to set this up, see if I can grab it just within reach. Always weighs a ton. So I've finally got hold of this now. Messing up my curtain. There we are. Finally got hold of one of these now, so I'm going to try setting this up in the next few days. Now my 8 shifter's a bit, and this is quite a big heavy lump actually with these two, so I'm going to try setting these up. I've not got them all set up yet, so that's going to be a core thing for yeah, we're going to enjoy that. Enjoy a bit of handbrake action. Now what do I do with it? I'm just going to leave it there. I'm going to have a cup of tea. Like a Sparco hand grip there. So as you can see, it's looking really good at the moment. I hope you're enjoying a little bit of that, and this is going to blow your socks off, viewers, in the next few days. So we're gonna come back to that, because you're going to see a really cool edited run. You're going to see Junior WRC, WRC2, WRC1. I'm going to try getting you guys some classic car content, and hopefully drive the wheels off it. So you know, it's going to be pretty epic. So driving games wise, guys, we're on it with the driving games, and we're just going to blow it all away in terms of exciting you guys on that, because I think WRC is the most exciting thing out there at the moment. Really looking forward to that. Obviously Formula One's coming in a couple of weeks, and you know, like I say, truck racing. Who would have thought truck racing would be so good? I thought truck racing was going to be, you know, dull. But actual fact, it's properly on the limit, because you've got such a power curve with the way the gears work. It's fantastic. So just catching up on your chat now for a second. Lots of chat going on. Thanks for all the chat tonight, guys. Good to have your feedback on these games as well. Mo Ahmed was saying exclusive disappointing for Xbox again. To be honest, they got to really step up. You know, I've been saying it for years. You know, Xbox need to make new brands. You know, Halo is back, Gears is back, Forza is back, but we need more brands. We need more excitement. We need to look at the things that were successful in the past and rebuild them, make things that are new. Sony are doing that. Microsoft are just not doing that with their developers. I feel like they've got this bubble, and everybody's telling them what they're doing is brilliant. And it's funny, but when I highlight things to do with Forza, there's always an attack from the Forza community that I'm somehow hating on the game in some way, and I'm not. I want Forza to be amazing, but it needs more input. There is classic cars in WRC8 Mad Thunder. There is. Actually, I was using the handbrake on the wheel for my driving earlier. I'm also playing it with the controller to see how well it plays with the controller, and they've made great steps forward on the controller as well. So it's still not easy with WRC cars, but Junior WRC and WRC2 are perfect, and WRC1 is hard with a wheel, let alone with a pad. I mean, these new modern WRC cars have so much power that you're barely even pressing the throttle and shooting off. Boost, alas, it doesn't have VR support. I spoke to developers about that actually, and I think one of the core reasons for them is where they are with their resource at the moment. They're putting a lot of resource into other parts of the game. I can see where developers are coming from, but I think a lot of developers want to have full-on sort of next-gen VR mass market before they really invest in VR, and it's just one of those things at the moment. Do you know if console WRC is 30 or 60? I don't know for sure, but as far as I'm aware, they're targeting 60 frames on Xbox One X and PS4 Pro. As for the standard consoles, I think it will be 30. I don't think they'll achieve 60 there. I think it'll be 30 on standard, but if you've got a Pro or an X, 60 frames, and of course on the PC, always 60. So Xbox needs VR. It does need VR, yeah, for sure. I mean, they need to do something with Xbox, but they don't need their own VR. They could just make it compatible with Oculus. That would be all you need. Oculus Rift or HTC Vive compatibility with Xbox Scarlet, and then that's all you need. You know, I mean, I think I've got both the headsets.
I'm ready to go. Give me some VR. Give me some VR. VR is amazing, but at the same time, you know, I understand when you're making a game, guys, and it's coming out on PS4, it's coming out on Xbox, it's coming out on Nintendo Switch. Nobody's using VR, and PSVR is a very small part of the VR market on PS4. And when you think about that's going to be sort of a separate mode that doesn't even work that well, it's only a percentage of the PC market at the moment. That's just not enough a sort of investment. So we'll see. Mad Thunder 2 says, how old? What's that? What's that? Mad Thunder. And what else have we got here? Just going up some of the chat. I've missed a few bits of chat here. But yeah, work in progress WRC does look great. I mean, the final game, if they can bring it all together, I mean, there are awesome stages in there, but I can't, unfortunately, show you some stuff. But it's what's a bit of a pain is I can't speed through videos to the bit I want to actually show you. It just has to play as soon as you set up a media source. I wonder if there's a way. I'm gonna see if I can fast forward a bit, just to bear with me, viewers. I'm gonna see if I can do something. And if I can, then I will try and see if I can show you guys something cool. So let's see if we can get something. See if we can get something working. So if this works, then we know we can do something. If not, then we
You've just got me, unfortunately,
for the moment until it's edited, but it's coming on the channel, so that's going to be awesome. So let's see now. Yeah, WRC8 is looking awesome, guys. More exciting than probably anything you've seen at the show there tonight, actually. So that's fine. And like you say, just showing you guys some cool stuff. RBC says, do you think there'll be a V-Rally 5? I think there will be one day, but I don't think V-Rally 4 was the right game. You know, I felt the colours were quite drab. I felt it was way better on the PC than it was on the consoles. I mean, like a different game. The version I was playing on the PC was a different game to what you were playing on consoles, because the frame rate just made a massive difference. But it just needed to be bigger, and it had like a real rally mode in it. That's not V-Rally. V-Rally is a competitive rally mode. It's where you're racing other cars in the rally. It's a completely different experience to standard rally, and it needed to capture that. So I don't know, I think there will be, but it's a way off yet. I mean, for me, what am I looking forward to? I'm looking forward to Test Drive Unlimited 3 one day. I know it's like vaporware now, but if Test Drive Unlimited 3 comes out one day, I'm so looking forward to that. That's going to be amazing if they can get that right. Yeah, there were good Superbike games. Do you know if WRC will have a shakedown? Oh, that's interesting. Do you know, truth is, I don't know much about WRC yet, and in some cases I don't even know what they're actually talking about, the publishers are talking about. So when they say they're going to talk about the career mode, sometimes we see early versions of games and like nothing's finished, you know, and you can't really talk about it till it's finished. So it's very much at that stage at the moment where they're putting everything in. You know, the game will be complete quite soon, I guess, but it's a case of that last sort of 2 months, 3 months of development is crazy for a game. I mean, literally they pack everything together, and then they start doing all the QA testing and, you know, optimization passes and more QA and more bug testing and optimization and so on, so that it's ready for launch. And then what happens to a game, if you guys don't know, is once they complete a game, it gets sent off for certification to Sony and Microsoft, and then when they're happy with it, they pass it, and then everything from that point goes into a day one patch from there in terms of various improvements. Yeah, I mean, one of the things I didn't like about V-Rally 4 was the intro music. You know, there's that intro song that's playing in menus all the time, and it just did my head in, honestly. I had to mute the music. I just couldn't have that music playing anymore. They needed more music. So Real Road Racing was on PS2. That's one I probably didn't play, actually. Maybe I did, or maybe I did. I don't know it. No. Yeah, I mean, TT Superbikes, I mean, Milestone used to make that, but they've gone on to, obviously, MotoGP these days. And MotoGP is out now. It's very strange how, you know, Milestone have been with MotoGP this year. You know, in the way they've handled it, you know, so like we don't really do much on Milestone games anymore, but it's something we'd like to do again one day. But hey, you know, it is what it is. We cover what we can, and we've got tons of racing games to cover on the channel, so it's been really busy. But yeah, you know, normally after an Xbox conference, I'm normally hard at work. I've got my camera here. I'm doing all my videos to camera. There's nothing there that really says to me, wow. You know, we'll have a video up tomorrow on the Lego stuff. We'll have hopefully some Lego Forza Horizon gameplay for you guys. But besides that, you know, I've got to say, it's really not been a very good do you know, it amazes me. We stream to multiple sites, and it amazes me how Twitch just doesn't work for us. Let's just changing the subject for a second. It's just amazing how few people seem to watch anything on Twitch. But Kevin's already got the news up on the website. Get in there, Kevin. So if you're watching if you want all the news on everything to do with racing games, let's pop this in the chat now. Let's get that in there. Boom. So there's some news there on the Lego Forza 4 pack, which is pretty funny. And yep, that's the Lego Forza pack link. And check out the Team BV website. There's lots on there. And like I say, guys, do like and subscribe. Thanks for tuning in tonight as well. I like the way it covers the entire chat, doesn't it? How strange. And yet the Facebook one gets a sad face. That's a bit weird as well, isn't it? Anyway, there you have it. It just covers the entire chat. So yeah, RBC muted the V-Rally 4 music. Good man. Music. Oh, it was so bad. It was so bad. No, don't watch on Twitch, Mr. 30. It's fine. There's no point watching on Twitch. I mean, I'm actually thinking at some point of giving up on the restreaming, because we stream to like quite a few different websites, and it's just everybody watches on YouTube these days. So I'm probably just gonna. I don't understand Steam. That never seems to get anywhere. We tried DLive, but unless you're actually a DLive dedicated, then it's got Team Sonic Racing on there anyway, so you've got to log into it. Oh, I can't be bothered with all that. So, yeah, was an interesting evening, and then we'll be back to look at some of the other shows. If you're interested, do let me know if you're interested in, maybe not live, but watching some of the other conferences with me. You can watch them here. You can see my candid reaction to some of these. Have my cup of tea for a minute. Let's see what else.
What else have we got? So that video source is that video show you guys some of the other stuff, but we can't. Your messages come through quicker on Twitch. Yes, they do. It's almost instant on Twitch, isn't it? It's funny actually. What I do sometimes on YouTube now is to get your messages quickly. When I'm racing, normally don't have a steering wheel there. I was just going to grab the invisible steering wheel, but when I'm racing normally, I just put the steering wheel back just to make me feel more normal. There we go. Makes me feel more at home. Or maybe I'll do it afterwards actually. There we are.
quick wheel change. Did anybody watch the Grand Prix earlier, by the way? Did anybody watch the Grand Prix? Anyone? Did you watch the Grand Prix in Canada? Anybody watch the disgrace that was that penalty? Do let me know. Do let me know if you watched the rubbish that was that penalty. Because it was not a good decision. I'm just going to throw that out there. I know it's not Xbox for a minute, but it's yeah. And Steve Hood, just see on Twitter, Steve Hood stepping away from the F1 noise. I see Microsoft have finally revealed Flight Simulator is returning. Helped with some ideas at the very beginning, but so over it now. No, really, I am not at all bothered. Yeah, he'll be on it. So yeah, I think that's it. I think so. Forza 8 will come next year on Project Scarlet, and will they sort out the physics? Will they sort out the physics? Will they even admit there's an issue with the physics? I think that's going to be the thing that people need to admit. And will the Forza community admit there's a problem with physics? It was a bad penalty, by the way. Yeah, several things, but what a terrible decision on the Formula One today. What a terrible, terrible, terrible decision. Honestly, it really was a dreadful decision, and I'm. It's such a shame that you know they took that way of the decision was made to go down that way, really, because you know it's yeah, it's one of those things. Let's see what else we've got here. Hold on, I've got a steering wheel in my way now, so I can't see what I'm doing. I never thought of that. That wasn't a good idea. Let's go to studio mode and see if I can fix something here, and then okay, let's try. I never thought about putting the steering wheel back, and would be be right in my way. Let's try this out. I mean, obviously, one of the games of the show is going to be this. It's going to be
of course, Grid, and we're going to see a bit of this at the show. Like you say, hopefully you see what it's like. We want to see new stuff this week. You know, new tracks, new cars. You know, something that's really going to excite us in a different way with Grid. We've seen the old cars here. I'll say old cars, but an old track, which is great, don't get me wrong, but we want to see something new that's going to really bring us to it and give us an idea on the handling as well, what kind of handling they've gone for. It's going to be very difficult getting an idea on that unless you're speaking to somebody who really played a lot of Grid and can give you a detailed opinion on the original, like me. But yeah, we're looking forward to that, seeing how that turns out. Let me know your thoughts on that. Where is the desktop audio? And there's no audio. There is no audio from this media source. I have no idea how this all works, you know.
Welcome to
well, you guys do have some audio now. That's it. So yeah, a bit of that. Ireland, more bikes pass more time in one lap than they do in the whole race in F1. They do. Bikes are always so close. So Dickinson, looking forward to some arcade racing action. Absolutely. If they get it right, you know, it's actually Grid Autosport was great. I really like Grid Autosport as well. Arcade Fix from Drive Club. Drive Club is also a great game. Love a bit of Drive Club. I haven't played much Drive Club for ages actually, so should get on there again at some point and try it out. And yeah, play a bit more Drive Club. I've got a lot of recording to do, a lot of rally driving to do and stuff like that. So, you know, hopefully we'll share with you guys the truck racing as well. So we've got some really cool stuff coming this week, guys. It's going to be great showing you guys some of the different, you know, games that are on the show floor if we can. We'll see if we can get any footage. I don't think we'll get much this year. I'm not at E3 because myself, because it's not worth going really now. I mean, it's not what it used to be in that sense. I mean, next year I think will be a really great show, because next year you're going to see all the new consoles there, or I say early builds of the new consoles, perhaps gameplay for the first time. So I think next year's E3 will be pretty good. But other than that, I think this year it's really just one of those between years, isn't it? I'd say though, in console terms, it's been a bit of a shame that the Xbox One X, you know, all that money on an Xbox One X, and it's not really delivered really in that sense. I never felt that we got the performance out of an Xbox One X in terms of power. So yeah, that's
a bit of that, just from a bit of B-roll there. So looking good. Oh really? Yeah. I mean, it'd be a shame when Drive Club is shut down. You know, it's a shame they're not taking that brand forward. If I was Sony, I'd still keep Drive Club operating for sure. For sure.
Come from great developers. That's why
yeah, I mean, 2 was quite different to the first game, and it is a bit of a shame that the grid sort of lost its way for a bit, and we haven't had a good game for years. You know, haven't had a good game for years, so it has been a bit of a bummer that we've had to wait so long. But either way, let's hope they get it right this time. But yeah, I mean, I just want to say thanks to everybody for tuning in tonight and watching. You know, we've got a nice little audience tonight watching on the channel, which is nice, on Xbox Conference, seeing me and my various comments. Let's see what we did tonight. Of course, the Xbox Conference in itself was dull. I think, what else have we got coming up in the next few days? Well, we've got the Ubisoft conference coming up, so I'll hopefully be doing this again tomorrow. Is it tomorrow? Ubisoft conference. So if you enjoyed tonight, do tune in tomorrow. I'll be doing the Xbox conference. I'll redo all this. And I've now got audio fixed and everything's fixed, so it'll work from the off. Rushy said they're shutting it down to licensing. Yeah, I can understand that. I can understand why they're doing that. That's why I'm quite surprised they're not making Drive Club 2, because then they could reactivate the licenses, and that would normally do that. So it seems a bit strange. Having said that, who benefits most from having the cars in the game? Is it the car companies or is it the game? I would say a lot of people find out about cars from the games. I used to learn about cars in Gran Turismo and drive some of the cars, you know, and I remember I used to drive a Mitsubishi GTO. I loved that car. Got through the game, and then I saw one in real life and thought, wow, looked awesome. I really wanted one about 20 years ago. But the problem is they're notorious in terms of breaking down. They're just completely unreliable. So don't buy one. But it wasn't Gran Turismo. That's the selling point. So that's a bit of a shame about that. Yeah, Gary, you know, I mean, there's rumours that there's going to be a new Test Drive Unlimited. I mean, there's been rumours for years, but there will be one day. I'm confident one day. I mean, we keep hearing that developers are going to put something together, and that could be massive. But I hope they wait to the new consoles now. You know, let's wait until we see PS5 and Xbox 2. So, you know, but I mean, GT Sport, obviously I love GT Sport, you know, I have a lot of fun on GT Sport, so I've been playing a lot this year. Any gameplay from next MXGP game? Not yet, there isn't, and I don't know if we'll even be on the list to be able to get it for you anymore, guys. I don't know what's going on with Milestone at the moment, but, you know, nothing is straightforward. Even when you run a YouTube channel on racing games, you think everything will be straightforward, publishers and access. And to be quite honest with you guys, it's never as straightforward as you think it is. But we'll try and get some footage if we can at some point. We'll see. But yeah, I mean, E3 wise, it's not bad. There's some good stuff on the show floor, but without a Sony conference to look forward to in the early hours of this morning, it's not the same. You've got Bethesda at 5 AM, which is going to show Doom and other games, but I only care about Doom because Doom. But there will be some cool games shown by Bethesda, great tech. Ubisoft will have a fun show. What do they have there? I mean, The Crew 2 is 2 years old this year. You know, is it 2 years old this year? Or was it last year? I can't remember. Maybe it was last year. Last year it came out. Difficult to say, isn't it? It was 2 years ago anyway. At E3, I was playing The Crew 2, so to me it's old. Wreckfest, well, loads actually. Do check out our podcast on that, because we went through a lot of different games on the podcast, and it was. I think we could do with a new racing game from Ubisoft now. They could do with something new that's not open world. You know, a proper racing game. That's really what Ubisoft need to do, or something that's a bit more direct in terms of how it works. So, see if we can bring this up. Bring this up for you guys. And so, if you haven't seen it yet, do check out our conference video, which
actually has some exclusive gameplay in there as well, where I discuss everything with Kevin. Nope, you're going to hear two of me, so let me just turn that down for a second. There we go. And of course there'll be more WRC content in there and stuff like that. So, actual fact, I wonder if we can just pop this into this link into there. Let's see if we can do this for a second. I'm still learning how to do this. You know, when there's only one of you, got a steering wheel my way here, so I'm trying to. Let's pop this in here. Okay, let's get rid of that. And let's see if we can get this sorted. Okay, so turn that off and go back to this. So, it's starting in the middle of the video. Typical. There's always so many things to tinker with on here. Let's see if we can do this. Going as fast as I can with this. There we go. Done. Right, so there we go. So yeah, of course, conference content will follow this week. What do we need? Good touring car game. Yeah, I think that New Grid has the potential to scratch that itch. I think that we'll just have to wait and see what can come. Wondering what the tracks will be in the next GT Sport update, because there's gaps in the track list for sports mode. Absolutely. I mean, we were expecting a lot more tracks than we've had. The updates from Gran Turismo have slowed really this year considerably. It's not been the sort of updates we were expecting on Gran Turismo Sport. I think we're also expecting more additions to the one-player experience, which never arrived. I think it tells you that a lot of their resources is going into PS5 development now. Everything you see for Gran Turismo Sport was made last year. Everything you see, they're not even doing anything on it now. Everything you see was made. They made loads of tracks, and they're just saying, right, we can just stretch them out, release a track every month or two, couple of months. Then at least they can buy time, and then there'll be a period where things are going to slow up, and then you'll have the chance to, recover, and like you say, the new console can get to work, and they'll have like 4K 60 frames, dynamic weather, and VR as well. So I mean, that's where PSVR is going to be amazing on the PS5, because you're going to have full maximum performance. This was an early build, of course, of the WRC, which we showed off a while ago. Very early build. It looks much better now. It really does, and it's amazing what they've done to it. And when these guys were driving, there was no co-driver, so bear in mind they weren't being told what way to go, So these guys were on it,
even though, and these cars are really hard to drive. I mean, you know, some of the tracks in GT Sport are disappointing. Yeah, I think some are a bit bland, but it's a bit of a mixed bag. I mean, I think that we just needed more old tracks as well from the original Gran Turismo in there. Would have been great. Touring cars, though, you know, let's wait and see what happens. Let's see what happens. I mean, you could have Project Cars 3, could have it. Codemasters might come through on grid and have a really cool touring car mode. I mean, this stuff is really cool. But this is really coming along. So, yeah, we'll just wait and see, guys. What games are you guys most looking forward to at the show anyway? Just in general, racing and other stuff as well. Let me know, guys. Let me know. Let me know. Let's see. It's just... see if we can just fix this for a minute. Let's see if we can just I'm just going to see if we can just move that to just sorting some stuff out here, viewers, and then I'll be right with you guys. Right, just made that private. Okay, so that's just that. So Ireland more is looking forward to rally games where you've got lots of that coming, obviously. So we've got cool rally coverage. I don't think it's a bad time for gaming. I mean, there's cool stuff coming like this. You know, it's all going to look cool. So lots to look forward to there, guys. Goodwood is enjoyable. It's a good circuit. Oh, Goodwood's great. It's a classic circuit. It's a good circuit. You know, I haven't had a chance to race it this week. So when I do come to race it, I'll be behind on data, as it were, compared to everybody else. But I've been a bit busy this week with all the E3 prep, so it takes all the time up. What will the tracks be in the next GT Sport update? Who knows, though? Who knows, guys? It's just one of those things. But yeah, Formula 1 is done. You know, rubbish end to Formula 1 tonight. Very poor decision by the stewards to award that penalty. You know, it just doesn't work like that. It's just that there's an utterly nonsense penalty to decide the race in that way. I mean, my goodness me. It's just, you know, if that ends up ruining the entire season, then so be it. And it probably has, that penalty today. It's probably ruined the season, frankly. Absolutely. Dig it out. You know, the funny thing is when you dig out your PS2, though, just be warned, a lot of the games look a lot rougher now than you remembered. I mean, I look at games that, like MotoGP 99 or whatever from Namco was amazing at the time. 60 frames per second, I might add as well. And you look at it now and you think, oh, man, it's not what we remembered, you know, because it was played perfectly. When I was good at it, I was good. I was smoking on that game at the time. So, guys, what other games are you looking forward to? What formats, games, other formats, other genres? Anything in particular you guys looking forward to seeing? And what are you looking forward to seeing on the channel most? So we've got quite a few of you looking forward to seeing WRC8 for sure. Mad Thunder wants to see motorcycle games. Yeah, we do want to see more motorcycle games, don't we? For sure. I mean, at the moment, it's all been Milestone, really, apart from that one game from Big Ben. I'd really like to see Big Ben keep trying, though, because they had some really good graphics and good setup there. Just need better physics. That's what they need to do. PlayStation 2, PS1 and PS2 both had great racing games. I mean, on PS1, I played so much Wipeout 2097, F1, F1 97. you know, Destruction Derby, Ridge Racer Revolution, Rage Racer, Ridge 4, Gran Turismo 2, classic games on the PS1. Colin McRae Rally 2. The PS1 had great racing games. Yeah, you know what? It doesn't work remastering something like Colin McRae quite often. It would need I suppose a complete remaster, wouldn't it? You know, really modernise the graphics right up to modern day. It would be interesting to see how well it could stand up if they modernised the original Colin McRae game. Not an HD, I mean a proper remake that captured with all the original stages and stuff like that. But if you know, it's in your mind. In your mind, it was like a real rally experience at the time. You know, it felt real. One of the things that was in my mind was how good the audio was at the time. I mean, the audio in the original Colin McRae at that time was unbelievable. You know, same with Touring Car. When we first heard the audio in TOCA Touring Car back in the day, I mean, it was like light years ahead of everything else. Just because stones hit the car when you went off, you know, it was that detail that made it. Yeah, honestly, you look at your old games, and a lot of them look bad. A lot of them do. Some still look good, but a lot of them look pretty bad. I mean, I'd like to play more retro on the channel, but time's just so limited. So if there's anyone out there who wants to help out on the website, help out with video content, wants to be a part of the team and get involved with us, do let me know, because it would always be nice to find some more people who are willing to put their time into helping us cover this stuff, you know, because there's so many games and they require so much time that it would give me more time to focus on sort of retro stuff. That'd be amazing. Cassette games can run and jump. They would just. I had Super Stuntman from Codemasters on my Amstrad. Yeah, this truck racing game is looking ace. Yeah, Ride 3 didn't do it for me either, you know, and I saw that it was quite unpopular that on GT Planet in the forum this week people thought there was some kind of conspiracy behind our review on it, and there isn't. We were expecting more of Ride 3 than it was, you know. That's all. That's the thing about games, you know, we obviously we look at it objectively rather than personally when we review games at VPV. So if we just, you know, we look at it, how many tracks it got, how good's the graphics, how does it compare, there's no real personal opinion. I think a lot of people get personally invested in a game they like. So, you know, Sega Rally, is that meant to be? Yeah, Sega Rally is awesome. I love Sega Rally. I mean, Sega Rally is incredible. You know, I mean, in 1995, truck racing is awesome. This truck race, I can't wait till I can show you guys this game. I've been loving this game, right? Like loving this. I mean, it's not finished yet. This is like an early build demo, but the audio is amazing. I mean, it's got good audio. It's got great action. When you're turning into corners, I mean, the rear end is just throwing you off the track, basically. Look at that, controlling the power through the corner. I mean, it is awesome. Also, this is more exciting than anything you saw at that show tonight. I mean, that's what's so crazy. And different trucks handle differently, but it's got, you know, a lot of features in there as well, you know, so it's really looking good. I can't wait till I can show you guys the preview. There's a whole preview video. It's finished now, and we're just waiting for the go-ahead so we can show you guys, because whatever the media embargo is going to be, and then we can show you guys, because this game is looking awesome. I really hope people see it and say, do you know, I wasn't expecting much of this game. You know, I played it, thought graphics are awesome. I'm like, wow, it's like playing Gran Turismo with big trucks. You know, it's really, really nice. And you see the opposite lock. Every time you come around the corner, the rear end just wants to take it. You know, it's a truck, but it's nimble. It's a truck with 1,000 horsepower, and you know, you sort of hanging in there basically in terms of holding it all together. Yeah, absolutely. I look forward to showing you guys this game. This game is looking really good, and you're trying to be smooth with it, because as soon as you get on the power, you know, it's all over the place, you know. So, and again here, do you see you're beside a truck? You've got to decide when to change gear strategically. And my brakes are overheating because I broke very hard there, so I'm using water jets on my brakes. He's fighting back at me, and I took a penalty there, but I did that intentionally. You can hit 2 of those in a race and get away with it. So just now and again, you just need a little bit of extra track, braking on the inside. But yeah, I mean, that's awesome. I look forward to be able to sharing those races with you guys. And of course, no Need for Speed at the show this year. And I haven't covered it for quite a while. Again, access, you know, EA have their own chosen influencers that they work with. So, you know, if you haven't got like 1 million subscribers, they're not keen to work with you these days. It's just the way EA is. But it would have been great to still cover Need for Speed, but you know, it's just one of those things. And in a way, you know, like you say, they've got their marketing machine at EA. It doesn't matter whether Need for Speed is any good or not, frankly. People are going to buy it because it's Need for Speed, and they have a memory in their childhood of what their vision of Need for Speed was, and then they'll buy it. You know, but the graphics, obviously, from EA are always really good. I mean, look at the graphics, always good. Yeah, absolutely, Mr. Thay. I'm going to have some detailed coverage on truck races. I'm going to do full-length races and stuff like that. I'm still learning a bit about it because I don't actually know much about truck racing myself. It's been a learning process. Need for Speed on the 3DO, the first was the best. It was. You had the irritating guy who would talk to you, but in a great way. He was irritating but fun. And it was hard. It was detailed, proper driving, and that's what I think Need for Speed should be, really. I think it should. What made it feel real was the fact you were driving down normal roads, and if the cops came after you, chances of getting away from them were very slim, you know. Of course, we had Forza last year, Forza Horizon. And it's going to be a long year for Microsoft now. Now they've got nothing in the driving scene apart from what's already out. You know, that's going to be it's a long session for them now. Long year, no doubt about it. So, but I mean, I can't blame them. Forza Horizon was ace. I mean, Forza Horizon is awesome. Look at those graphics. I mean, they are still amazing graphics. Amazing graphics. Absolutely, absolutely, LC. I'll call you LC so everyone knows who I'm talking to. Yeah, absolutely. If you get your MotoGP, I don't know if it's any good. I don't know. I've not seen any. I mean, I haven't seen any reviews for it. I mean, they're doing a really poor job of sort of getting it out there this year, but you know, as I say, that's how games companies want to handle it their way, and we'll do our best to cover everything we can. I mean, on the website we cover everything we can, guys, so do check out the website. And as I say, if you want to get involved with what we do here, podcasts and game tests and, you know, writing about racing games, do let me know, because it's always helpful to us to find contributors. So yeah, they did, Dickinson, they did. I mean, they captured the British roads really well. I'll have to try hooking up my wheel to it again, actually. Something I've got to do is try hooking up my wheel and seeing how it is connected to my Xbox One X and PC again. I've got it here, so I've got a TX wheel, so TXXW wheel I've got here. But that was great last year. I mean, graphically, really nice. So you'll see the Lego, of course, being released shortly. And who knows? Maybe Microsoft will make an announcement of a Forza 7 add-on or something at Gamescom. You know, because Gamescom seems to be a bigger and bigger show now. But it's big this year that Sony aren't there, isn't it? It is big this year. It's a thing. I have to have a shave. thought I'd, you know, just come here, you know, gritty, so like unshaven, worn. So yeah, Forza. We'll wait and see what the future is of Forza Motorsport 8 next year on Project Scarlet. It will have amazing graphics. What did you think of the Lego crap? Gary says. I think it's a fun add-on. As an add-on for a game, there's nothing wrong with it. It's great. It's a fun add-on. You know, I think that they've gone for something new, something cool, something unusual. I think it's fine. Forza Horizon isn't about the serious stuff. I think we wanted a new serious racing game, but there's no point in releasing Forza 8 on the current hardware because we need a new generation now. Forza 8 would look like Forza Motorsport 7. They can't get more out of it. I think it'd been great to have had a Forza 7 announcement, but you know, as I say, PGR 5 would have been great to have had a PGR 5 announcement, and then they could have had another brand in there this year, you know. But it's just one of those things. Yeah, I mean that's it, LC, these days. You know, it's all changed now when it comes to racing or gaming in general. It's very controlled now with different influencers and stuff like that, and you know, just getting the freedom to do what you want to do and say what you want to say and all that business. You know, like you say, it holds us back. With MotoGP though, we didn't have anyone willing to review it, so you know, we would happily have covered MotoGP if someone was willing to do the review. Nobody's willing to review it, so me and Kevin are busy. There's no one else to do it, so in the end we haven't got a written review for MotoGP, which is a bit of a bummer, but hence why we're trying to find a writer, someone who wants to help out some videos and written content on the site to help us cover some of these reviews, especially MotoGP, because it's something you really need to be into all the time to get the most of it. Forza Motorsport need to refresh. It does, and the thing is that Dickinson, you're right, it's this is what Forza 8 has got to be. It's got to be a new physics, new graphics, a new weather system, new track surface system. It's got to be the detailed racing game, you know, that focuses on esports and real driving, where Forza Horizon is the mass market one button gameplay. I think Forza needs to divide its two titles now and say, what is Forza Motorsport? Is it about making a hold on? Is it about making a game that appeals to the mass market? Fine, you know, or I mean, I'm not saying it can't be mass market, but what I'm saying is there needs to be a certain seriousness to the racing if they want to become a serious contender for esports in particular. Will there still be WRC8 gameplay on the stream boost? Not tonight. I did that little clip earlier, but not tonight. I'm going to, because at the moment I can't edit it. I can't. There's some stuff there that we can and can't show. So once I've edited it together, then I'll put it all together and you'll see it in the next couple of days. All the stuff I've shot and stuff like that. So what is it? Sometimes you can't see. Sometimes when they're making games, they have like a loading screen to go on for ages, where they haven't. They've got like a placeholder where things aren't finished, or sometimes they have ads that are not signed off and stuff like that. So there's lots of little things like that rather than the game itself. And the game is nearly complete. I mean, the truck racing game, I think that's all getting there now. It's really coming together. It comes out next month, so we've got big content coming on the truck racing, hopefully, because I like it, and for me, I'm glad I like it, because there's nothing like playing a game that you're not really into. So it's nice when you enjoy it. Sometimes I play games I'm not into, because what we do is we cover the new games, you know, whether you like them or not. Yeah, there are. I mean, I think both games have, you know, quite a lot of content that, you know, both Gran Turismo as well, you know, how many skylines it had and all that. You know, quality, not quantity, is always key in a driving game, for sure. Gary was saying, yeah, but they could have listened to fans and gave in added Toyota. Yeah, well, maybe they will in Gamescom. You know, I mean, as for a car pack, maybe they can do that. Is Forza FFB that bad? It's not just the force feedback. It's Well, firstly, it is that bad. It feels like you're on a kind of flat road. The feedback doesn't speak to you, but it's actually the pedals as well. You don't get any feeling of. There's many different things that go into a driving game when you're using pedals and everything, in the sense that the feeling of acceleration, the vibration that comes from that, the feeling of braking, the way the screen moves to give you that feeling. So in real life, when you're driving and you hit the brakes, you know, you're like that, you're like that. You've got a feeling in the car. You can feel when tire temperature increases in a real car, you feel like the tires gripping more. You feel like the car's almost leaning, like those tires are almost glued to the road. You're turning in and the G-force is pushing you this way, but the tires are gripping, and you feel that. You know, there's no slide in them, and you know, you feel that temperature. You feel your brakes and temperature. In gaming, you can't do that. So you need the screen to move in a way. You need vibration. You need everything to happen in a way that gives you as much data as you can to know, I can feel the back end standing out. I can feel that sensation of what the car's doing. That's something that Gran Turismo and other games do very well. You know, whether it's iRacing or Assetto Corsa or you know, Project Cars, in some of the cars in particular, you know, you get that feeling. It's intuitive. You feel like you're in control. In Forza, you don't. It's a strange handling, and part of that's also down to the issues with traction control. You turn off traction control and the car is ice skating around the circuit. There's no grip at all. It's like you're driving with cold tires all the time. You turn off ABS and your brakes lock when you're braking, completely lock. It's very difficult to trail brake. They lock too easily. So there's lots of little things that's in Forza Motorsport that they need to improve. And I think Forza, a new gen, they need to work on the braking. They need to work on the tyre model. They need to work on the suspension. You've got to feel the car rolling under you. You know, it's lots of little things they can work on. Do I actually play on PC, Xbox or PC? I play on all formats. I play on all formats. I've got all consoles here. So I've got my retro consoles. I've got my new consoles. So my little stack here. We've got, what do we got here? We've got the Xbox One X here when we need it. We've got the PlayStation under there. We've got the PC there, and then we've got our retro adapter there, and then we've got other consoles in the box there. So you know, everything you need essentially is there to play every console, and it's all sort of set to go. So everything that I want to play is there ready to go. So we can test all games. The only problem is changing steering wheels over, because there's not one steering wheel now that runs on all consoles. I say, right, I'm going to change over the steering wheel for 3 months. So for the next 3 months, I'm going to work on PlayStation, and then I'll change it over and I'll work on something else, you know, so on. Perhaps Xbox wheel for a while and try that out. Changing the wheel on my current setup is a bit awkward, to say the least. It's a big job, so it's a bit of a pain. And we were talking about Google Stadia here as well. Thanks, Gary. Yeah, I mean, we're going to sort it out. I've been saying this for a while, and we will get there eventually. But it's going to be, yeah, we're going to organise a playing with subscribers and stuff like that. So subscribe to the channel, and at some point when we're ready, maybe in the summer, we'd like to get that organised where we have subscriber racing days and stuff like that. I think I'm going to create a new tag. That's my plan, is to create a new tag, and then we can use that tag for subs, or and we're going to have a tag for Patreons and for you know, Patreons and YouTube members as well, which is separate, because it's right that our Patreon supporters get, you know, priority in that sense, in terms of priority gaming Alan action. So from me and Kevin racing and testing out some of the new games, and they'll get a bit of behind the scenes content as well. We're just working on that, and whether we end up setting up a Discord so that we can chat to our regular gamers, that'll all be a Patreon tier. So we're going to sort that out. So it's all coming. It's just a lot of planning behind the scenes. You know, even when you're learning to do the streaming stuff, it's never easy. I mean, people are just on it with the streaming tech these days. I mean, I'm always amazed at how much you've got to learn constantly. I mean, 10 years ago. It's going to be the 10th anniversary of Team BVV soon in terms of YouTube, and man, it's been a, you know, you look at my old videos and it's a different world in terms of technology now and the stuff that you're using, what's expected of people. You know, a lot of viewers expect sort of TV quality on YouTube. You know, it's tough. Absolutely, Dickinson. Yeah, I mean, you know, we're all quite competitive. Pardon me, we're all quite competitive. So yeah, I'm always competitive. If you ever watch my streams, I can't help myself. So yeah, we'll see if we can get some other YouTubers on as well. I keep talking to Super GT about it, and some other guys I've said in the past. We've got to sort something out. Have some races, whether we get Gamer Muscle and Jimmy and other people, if they're interested, to have some racing. I think that would be good as well. But I'm always, you know, I'm always a competitor. You know, I'll just go round and round sensibly. No, I can't do that. I'm in it to win it. You know, that's me. Yeah, thanks, Gary. I mean, yeah, I mean, I do them at different times of day, but I can't plan them time-wise. I can't say to people, oh, I'm going to do it 1 o'clock every day or 5 p.m. because life gets in the way. But I stream whenever I can. That's my plan. But if we do start doing games with subscribers, there'll be specific days when I do gaming with subscribers for sure. So, like the evenings or something like that, be an evening or an afternoon or something like that. So, yeah, it's come up with an ad on the screen, rather irritatingly. Let's get rid of that. Got a steering wheel in the way now, so I can't see. Let's get rid of that. There we go. So yeah, Pacer. We're looking forward to get some Pacer gameplay at some point as well. That's like Wipeout. Oh, absolutely, Mad Hatter. I tell you, it'll be all your fault. Actually, no. Doug did smack into me on the final corner the other day, and I nearly lost it. And he did. He just got me as I did this little wheel spin, and that was it. And I tell you, he slowed down. So you know, that was nice. So good racing. Griffin says, have I missed F1? As far as this gameplay stream is concerned, there's a bit to come, actually. There was actually a little clip. I snuck a few exclusive bits into this video. I don't think many people noticed, but there are a few exclusive bits I haven't been seen before. Truck racing and little bits and bobs. We see many things. We see many things all the time. So, you know, I talk to all the different racing game companies, and you know, we're always trying to show you guys content and give you guys an objective feeling. So when we watch the conferences tonight, yeah, it's exciting, but it's pre-rendered, it's third person, it's all over the place, it's presented to you. There's very little gameplay shown at that conference tonight. It was a very poor conference from a gameplay perspective. This game looks interesting. It's very early development that you see here, very early, but it's sort of like Spin Tires. Like if Spin Tires was a high-speed game, it would be this game. So it's not for everyone, but there's going to be kind of like rugged driving up hills and going over bumps, and you know, it's going to be like that, driving it, rather than just sort of sedate sort of driving. F1 2019 has a lot of content. F1 2019 is looking great. I mean, this is a good time, guys, for racing gamers. It's only getting better. I mean, WRC, MotoGP, F1 2019, they are raising the bar every year now, and that's only good for us, you know, in terms of racing games. That is good for us, for sure, for sure. But alas, guys, it is late now, and it is towards the end of our show. We'll get to the end of this video, of course, and we've got there is a little clip of F1, I think, to come, and I'll see if we can, and then see it. But let's just have a look. Oh, it's just in a moment, actually. So then we've got a little bit of like Mud Runner GTR, a bit of Wreckfest, and then I think a bit of Crash Team. So Wreckfest is finally going to be shown. I've been playing this game for 7 years, and it's finally going to come out. 7 years. So you know, this is it. But before we get to all that, so say thanks for everybody tuning in tonight. Thanks for those who liked and subscribed to the channel as well. Supports what we do. And like you say, we'll get the Patreon set up soon. And you know, like you say, if anyone can support that, that'll be great because it really helps us. Main expenses we have to cover with the Patreon is going to be restreaming and just general equipment, really keeping up with it all, because it's really challenging for us. And of course we got this coverage as well. We're going to have a bit of coverage on this Crash Team Racing, of course, and hopefully that'll be on the show floor. I don't think we'll get anything from the show floor. I'm going to wait till we get review. We may get a review copy, we may not. Again, it's down to the streaming situation or the YouTuber situation, but we'll try getting some of this. Did we see anything? No. Descenders kind of passed us by. I think we did contact them, but they didn't come back to us on Descenders. So that was that. Hopefully a career mode trailer for F1. I think there will be. There you go. There's your clip of F1. And again, this was somebody else playing, not me playing, but this is your one clip of F1. And I mean, F1's looking great. Wreckfest finally getting a console release. Finally, guys. Finally. But we still don't know when it's coming out yet. So, no, there's a lot to follow up on after E3. After E3, I've got to contact all these companies and find out when all the games are coming, and then whack it on the release schedule and, you know, that kind of stuff. But yeah, F1, it's improved a lot this year. You know, a lot of work going into it, and it's going to look great in F1 esports. I mean, that's really driving it forward now, is the importance of getting F1 esports looking great, and the fact that Ferrari are going to be competing this year as well. So that's fantastic. That's it. I mean, that video you saw there was Next Car Game. So if you search for Wreckfest on Team VVV, Next Car Game is what you need to look for, basically. A lot of our videos are Next Car Game videos. But you can see how awesome those graphics are. And all that awesome stuff. And finally, I'm going to just interact with this video again here. I'm just going to check out what's next. So we got a bit of the F1 here, and we're going to finish in a moment on the truck racing, because why not? It was it's looking fantastic, and I look forward to being able to share some of that on the channel. It's great. So we'll wait and see. It's going to be a busy week, guys. It's going to be a busy week. It's been a long stream tonight. Had the Grand Prix earlier. Dreadful end to that race, unfortunately. I will be moody about that forever. And of course, I'll finish here with you guys on a little bit of the truck racing here as well. Looking awesome. This track is in Canada. Don't know what the track's called, but it was great. Very challenging to drive, actually. Fast. It's not hard to drive. It's hard to drive fast, because there's a waif of thin line of getting on the power, and not only getting on the power and maximizing your truck, but maximizing your brake coolant for your braking. Really important. It's almost like you want to get through the race, you know, and save your brakes for the, you know, do the hard braking on the first lap to get track position, and then save your brakes to the end. But the way the rear end steps out sometimes is, I'm being very careful, by the way, there. That's careful driving, because he's on the outside. As soon as the back end steps out, wham, you know, you're on it like that with the braking. It's proper hard braking. Yeah, absolutely. We did cover that actually a while ago, actually, Test Drive Evo Destruction. It came up in our podcast, and we've had plenty of chat about all the different sort of banger racing games that have been out there. But I'm tired now, guys. I'm going to make a move. Thanks for tuning in tonight. Thanks for watching the stream, and for coming back again after we had the problems. If you do let me know, actually, in the comments to the video when it goes live, whether you'd like to watch more streams this way. I was thinking of doing Ubisoft tomorrow, so if you are on tomorrow, same time, jump on, watch a bit of Ubisoft, and we'll see how we go with that as well, and if there's anything much of interest there, or, you know, we just make fun of it, basically. But that's it from me for now. As ever, more soon.